Hello to those who chose pile 4. I chose this pile, so let's see what our bosses think of us. So I would like to start off that I'm going to get into how your boss feels or thinks of you. Oh my god, my hair's here. But first, I have to objectively see how Spirit views you, us, and our bosses, okay? And I swear I'll be as objective as possible. If Spirit ends up tearing our butts off, like just roasting us, oh well, that's what Spirit wants us to hear. So I would just like to point out that nothing but swords cards came out on both sides, and the major cards came out over here. That's so I don't even look while I'm putting them down, and everything's in reverse except for the last two. I don't even know what that means. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. So we'll start off with our bosses, all right? Let's be objective about this. Okay. So I'm gonna show the picture up here, the picture that's supposed to represent our bosses. Okay. So your task is not to seek love, but merely to seek and find all barriers within yourself that you've built against it. So this is gonna be how Spirit objectively sees both of us. The other piles will show you slowly what your boss thinks of you and stuff, how they see you. So for your boss, I got two songs from Spanish artists. I'm not surprised if you both are Hispanic. You guys can just be Mexican, Spaniards, whatever, just something of Spanish origin. Que precio tiene el cielo, Mark Anthony. And they got this picture that I've already talked about. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Wow. And you know what? Like the candle, I turned it off. This I just feel like a mess right now. I feel like a mess. And already I'm channeling your boss's energy. They feel I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. It's like a rat in a maze. Let me finish this. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me do. It's like they can't ever focus on one thing because something else ends up popping up. I could just picture them not finishing projects. You want to know what Spirit's saying to them? I'm looking at the photo. They've once held a vision. You see how there's like two people holding hands together and there's this beautiful light there? And it's like they were both holding together, they were both working together. Your boss is the male figure there. And it's the boss got so fixated on the beauty of what the beautiful color was, and like the girl ended up dissipating. So now it's just them holding it. With this analogy, it's like a solo act now. It's a solo act. That's the way Spirit's seeing it. Because they once worked together with, let's say if they, I don't know if you would know this or if you know them well enough to know this, but I think that they did someone wrong. Let's say they started a business or they're in charge of a business. They had someone else who was like the same level, who should be entitled to the same money as them, the same title as them, but they did them wrong. It's either that or they become so fixated on making, let's say, the business better, like the quotas. Like they're just so mesmerized by all this beautiful gifts and pleasures that come from meeting the standard that it's like it needs to be met, it needs to be met, and there's no more of the cooperation anymore with the coworkers. Just meet it. I need this quota to be met. I need it to be met. Just being fixated on a passion that they once had, that was once pure, that now they don't even realize because they're so tunnel vision that it's tainted. It's tainted. Their dream is tainted. They've allowed things to slip through the cracks. I'm not even surprised if it's both, if they've also done someone wrong. But this had to be, if they did someone wrong in the beginning of the business or in the beginning of working as a in a superior position, they once had a comrade or an ally who did like the same amount of work, or who basically they stole ideas from, and they ended up getting screwed over. I know this is very interesting because there's a part in the song, Mark Anthony saying to whoever it is, you stole the moment. I gave you everything. And it's so funny because I was just saying this, and I don't know if I'm gonna edit this out, but like I got cut off. Like I got interrupted. And I feel like this is Mark Anthony spirit talking to your boss. Like, we gave you such a beautiful opportunity and you just tainted it. Look what you become. You don't even want to see what you become because you're so stubborn. Or I don't know if I'm channeling like extreme, so just fit it to your situation. This is what I got from the songs in the picture. Now I'm gonna go on to the cards. It's so funny because the Nine of Swords isn't. I'm interpreting it like if it's in reverse. It might as well be in reverse. I don't know why it's not. It just, with the Nine of Swords, it feels like they're just dancing from a truth. So this, I guess he's a demon. It's just holding the sword of truth in alignment with spirit. It holds the affinity of spirit. It's just beautiful and it's powerful. And you'd think that people would be aghast by it, would be even like bowed down to it. Just it's so mesmerizing. And it's, look at this girl, literally sweating, trying her best not to look at it. A huge fat lie that your boss has been telling themselves. I'm seeing the sword getting longer and longer and longer. And what happens if it just goes around the world and then it touches itself? Like, what's going to happen then? Like, they can only escape karma for so long. As soon as they look and acknowledge this sword, do whatever to appease whatever the sword wants, which is technically like spirit, the outcome, it will hurt them, but it will not hurt them as bad as when it goes all the way around. Because as soon as it connects, it's like you're done for. Like if they have a business, they're gonna get shut down for like malpractice or something, or if they're like a manager, like slowly but surely they're gonna start becoming more corrupt. Let's say they're gonna start stealing money. Like they're just gonna start, like it isn't just stealing money though, they're gonna start going towards multiple avenues, and spirit setting them up. They won't get caught for whatever the for all the bad things that they're doing until the end. It's gonna hit them all, like they're gonna lose it. I did not expect this, guys. Okay, I'm going on to the mundo with this in reverse. So okay, you know how I told you that your boss has either done someone wrong and their coworkers, or it's either one. I think it's both. Okay, guys, I'm gonna interpret this as both. Spirit setting everyone else up to build up good karma no matter what interaction they have with your boss. An example, the person that they screwed over, I think that that person, they still haven't received their good karma, their justice for whatever they were done wrong. Whatever your boss did that like threw them under the bus, or they ended up firing them, or they ended up just not paying them enough, whatever it was. And with the coworkers, the more they, okay, it's like them putting up with stuff from the boss, and I don't know if they realize it or not, but regardless if they do or not, they're building up good karma for themselves. So the more that they work for this boss, I don't know if it's worth it or not, but it'll be worth it in the end, because the more they work for them, let's say, the more money that they'll get out of the lawsuit. If, in the reality, good karma that's going to be built as a result of whatever this boss's actions are. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do. This is too much. This is, well, okay. Now we're gonna get to you guys. Okay, here's your pick. Okay, that was, dude. I'm literally out of breath. I feel exhausted channeling that freaking energy. Please, the picture you got, it says, take it easy on yourself. We're all trying our best. That's so cute. This is making me happy. Okay. And then you got the song Three to Tango by Pitbull. Okay. Which is like about a threesome, but like, I should, what's the point of mentioning that? You make a lot of jokes. I feel like you're a jokester. And I would just like to preface this. I know that I told you that I picked this pile, but honestly, I'm reading it objectively and I'm not a jokester myself. So I'm just letting you know I'm reading it how Spirit's telling me right now. So that way y'all know that my bias, because I hate it whenever people put their bias in one particular pile and I know that they chose it. You know the picture looks like little flower stickers are on there, little happy stickers are on there. And I was hearing someone say like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess I'm happy. I'm not really happy, but like, whatever. And like, they continue putting the happy, cute stickers on the rainbow, but like, they're not happy. You're just not fulfilled. You're unfulfilled. Let's say you already have a set plan for yourself, education wise, even like job wise. Let's say like you have a great career ahead of you, a great education ahead of you. Maybe you're thinking of going to higher. Your mental health is at its peak or something, and the way you see it is that you have it all. There's nothing that you should be happy. You should be satisfied, but you're not. And spirit is acknowledging that. Because I think it's just like even kill. I think that you and spirit are in alignment. The way you're seeing it is the way they're seeing it too. That's my point. I think you're just trying to find yourself, man. You have a lot to learn about yourself. You're definitely on a self who am I journey. Not a what are my hobbies or what kind of personality suits me. It's like what kind of person do I want to be and what's my life path? What are my life goals? Like do I even like my life goals? I'm saying I do because with the picture you're following them. Is that all I'm going to amount to in this life? I feel like I can do so much more, but how do I even do? You don't know how to elevate yourself. There you go. It would just be nice if I could have like a snapshot of like every 5 years of what's going to happen in my life so that way I can plan to be even better for it or to better cope with things. But that's just not the way life is, Matt. And with the take it easy on yourself, we're all trying our best. That's you saying like it is what it is. Just it is what it is. So I don't know. You just seem like a pretty objective person, like very realistic. I guess I'm giving you an okay. Look, I think spirit likes you. And I think spirit likes you because they're giving you an answer to what I was just saying that like your little enigma is, okay? So with the Four of Swords, I don't know if you feel a calling for this or not, but I guarantee you it's going to spark something, like some type of motivation in you, just to get passion in you, to a drive to do something, whether it ends up being the opposite of whatever I'm about to tell you or this. But they're saying to show your skin more. So with that in mind, it's like you need to start posting more skin on social media. You need to start wearing outfits that show more skin. And maybe you should get a job where you show more skin. I was thinking the first thing I was getting was like a stripper or like one of those like bottle service girls, whatever they have like at the clubs like dancing and stuff. Oh yeah, anyways, yeah. So I was saying you were coming up as nothing but swords. And ironically, you're marrying your boss, by the way. You're marrying your boss, and it feels very odd because your boss is just a mess. They're low vibrational, but you're putting yourself in a low vibrational state because you're not seeing the many opportunities that you can just endeavor on, like, or just you're not seeing the one path where you're gonna strive in, and you need to find it because you don't feel low vibing. Unlike this sword card, you feel like a soda can who wants to burst out. You know how like whenever you shake a soda can, let's say like you're the soda can and you're waiting until someone opens you and you can just shoot out. And with that shooting out, I mean like passion, like so that way you can start feeling passion and passion. You're just waiting for the moment with the soda top or whatever whenever it opens. In a way, I feel like you're putting yourself in like a lifeless state, like where you aren't really feeling much. But I digress, okay? Spirits telling one last thing. Spirits telling you to not be afraid to embark on like strange endeavors in regards to like working or like a long commitment, which could be like social media posting. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be social media or stripping or whatever. It could be something else, but it has to do with something with showing your body. With the Diablo and over here with the Two of Swords, I'm telling you that you're going to end up doing this, and I don't know if you accept it right now or not, but eventually you're going to. Okay, so it's a matter of you delaying it on whatever showing of the body it is. This is the Two of Swords. These are two in reverse because it's going to happen, like in the future. So over here with the Two of Swords, it's you starting to show your body and stuff. You're going to realize what's going to pump passion in you to embark. One more example. So it's like, imagine if you just, you know what, F it. I'll just go into stripping for like a month or something, like during the summer or something. You go into it and you realize, like, you know what, I don't want to be a stripper, but the feeling I get, the empowerment I feel, whatever it is, I want to take this into my medical job. I want to take this into, how can I do that? How can I take this into my job? How can I you know, it's going to start making you think outside the box. So with the Two of Swords, I was getting what's going to really get you about showing off your skin, meditative writing or something like that, where you like free write and it ends up being you channeling from spirit. I don't think you've ever felt that before. Losing yourself. I don't think you've ever lost yourself before. You feel so realistic and grounded, and it's like you need to you need to let loose. You need to know the feeling of what it's like to feel like if you're a feather in a crowd, to feel like you're so lost in the music, you're so in the zone. It's like your body is dancing, let's say. You feel euphoria, 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 and it's, I don't know how to describe this feeling. But y'all, anyways, with El Diablo, you know how I was saying, I didn't even look at this card when I was giving this analogy with the soda and it like exploding. You're gonna feel it. This is what is gonna drive you. This is what is gonna drive you guys to your life mission. And this is beautiful because I feel like I'm just reading one small section of your life. I hope you. Hey, you know what? This reading, I chose it too, so I hope. I did not see that coming, honestly. I did not. Okay. So, this is how your boss sees you, guys. We're going into your boss now. By the way, y'all, I should really show this. I did not plan this. I did not. Because look, it's just 3 and the 4. These are all Earth cards. Speed. Oh no. How much can I show? There. Your boss ironically sees you as like all over the place and like confused, but it makes sense to them because they justify it like you're just trying to find yourself. I don't think they have even too much expectations of you the way that they see. I'm telling you, this is so ironic because you're so grounded from what I was seeing before, and these are like earth cards over here. In this card, this is you, but then this is everyone else. So I feel like you kind of stand out in the workplace. The the thing is that in the workplace, the way that they see you is that you get things done. You're as productive as everyone else, but you just have your own like flair to it, and it's just like your personality. It's unique. I feel like people don't think that you belong in your profession. No, it's not your profession. You just seem like you don't click with the coworkers, or like you never will, or it's just something like that. They've heard you talk bad about them. Yeah, it's either they've heard other people talk bad about, like, rumors about you talking bad about them, but I'm really getting that they've heard you talk bad about them, but they heard it in like the background, like they just pretended not to hear. It's either manifesting like that, or if you're like, honestly, I never talk bad about my boss. It's that in their mind they know that you've said stuff where it was underhanded, where it was aimed at them, and where it was like malicious. Well, honestly, I don't know how true that is, but because this is sideways, I don't know. Like this is like sneaky and underhanded, like them obtaining this information. They assume that you don't like them. that you just have a few issues with them, or you have a few, especially if you have critiques on them. I think that's what they're scared of. I, okay, since you stand out from the rest of them, they wouldn't admit this because it's sideways. Your opinion is more valued from you than the other coworkers. So if you talk bad about them, or especially if you critique them and if they've heard you critique them, that hit them hard. Maybe they have events and you don't go. I don't know. This feels kind of weird. So, with the Hangman and the Three of Earth, what I was getting is like they want to strip you down. Okay, not literally. Like strip you down to the bare bone and see you for who you truly are. Like imagine someone at their most vulnerablest. I know I'm not really about words. With their most vulnerablest state, they're not gonna say anything bad to you or trash you or anything, but it's like just seeing you in that state makes them feel superior, which is kind of like a power play. Like I need to drain all the uniqueness. The way I'm seeing it is uniqueness. The way that they're seeing it is like you don't conform to them. I need to get all of this undisciplined out of you, all of this like you're untamed. You need to get tamed. You need to get in line with everyone else. They're not misusing it. This is more of a boss who's saying like just get along with us. Like just start looking like us. Like just start. I'm saying this, but they're not being childish about it. It's just they don't know how to tame you in their eyes. So yeah. And the next one is going to be how does your boss think and feel towards you? I'll just have this crystal cover. I hope it's covering it for you. Okay. How does your boss feel towards you? They have negative feelings towards you. So, but this isn't in a hateful way. It's like just get it together. Like start being like everyone else. I don't know what you do. I think that you would know. Anyways, they assume that whenever you see them get mad or like blow up or something, that you think it's funny, or like you're laughing, you're telling other people like, "Did you even see that?" Or I don't know. They just assume that you're talking bad about them whenever they do bad things. I don't know why you're hitting at them and their insecurities so bad. Because over here is temperance, but it's sideways. And then with the ace of fire, like water and fire, like they do not clash. So with that in mind, it's like them putting on this facade of temperance when in reality they're fire. And it's like, isn't that funny? They feel like you're dissecting them. Like you kind of see through them or something. Or see through their plan. Ooh. I'm telling you, are you missing on social events, guys? For work. With the 10 of Cups, I'm getting everyone else bonding in like social events, or who knows, maybe they're leaving you out. I don't know. You're in the hut, like you're just chilling, you're just doing whatever you want in the hut. Like you don't want to waste your time on that meeting. So they just feel like there's a lack of initiative on your part to get to know them and the other staff maybe. With the Queen of Wands is on the sideways, that's also representing them, and you're Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'm talking like if I'm them towards you or like about you. It's like you're on your way to great success. You know how I told you you don't even know your potential yet? Like you just need to get your footing, you need more experience and stuff to get on your life path. It's they see that in you. I know that you're probably going to be as or maybe even more successful than me because this is a very distant energy between you two. And I think that the reason why you're different, probably from the other people, is that you know that there's more to life than just whatever you're working for with them. Because you're coming up as black. Like you've been coming up as like a blackish figure. They're not jealous of you. It's more than being scornful once they see you rise. If they ever catch you on social media in like 6 years or something, they're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be jealous. They're gonna be scornful. They're definitely not gonna say jealous. They are jealous, and they can see that potential in you. And it's like with the Queen of Wands, it's like she's a little aged, and over here you're young, and by the time they see you upright, you're still gonna be young. You're still gonna be beautiful, and it's like it took me this long to achieve this, but look at her palace. Look at because look, this is all closed, but once it opens, like look at her palace. It's better than mine. It's better. Like her comparing whoever your boss is comparing themselves to you, and this just feels very odd. This whole time they're very critical of your judgments on them. And if I'm being real, you're coming up as someone who just doesn't care about them or the workplace. So this is kind of like a projection. But at least it isn't an unhealthy projection because um y'all I'm kind of confused. I don't even know myself. So right now, the end portion of this pick a card, I'm gonna tell you what the future outcome is gonna be with your boss. I'm gonna give you two different cards to choose from. So here goes card two. I'm gonna start with card two first, and like how we did with the other pick a cards. Okay, this is on the bottom. I don't know if y'all can see it. So I'm gonna start with card two. You know how I told you that you're isolated from like your coworkers or like you're really different from them? It seemed like, especially from their eyes, like you're not close to them. I don't know if this is true or not because for all I know, they're just finding this out that everyone's actually close to you. Or you are actually just starting to get along with the coworkers more. So either way, it's other people around you actually start liking you and they're starting to get along with you like way better, or you've always gotten along with them. It's just that they're just starting to see this now, and it's like infuriating them. Like it's annoying them, and I think it's annoying them because other people keep on talking about you, but in a positive way. So I think that the more your coworkers start liking you, or the more closer you get with your coworkers, they're gonna start getting pissed off. And I think it's because you're not making an effort to get close to them. So they're kind of being like petty about it, but you're coming up as this little flower thing. I don't think that you care. If this little cactus were to stop getting mad and were to start talking with you and being happy with you, you'd be happy with the cactus. If this cactus continues being mad, you're gonna still tickle it, like because look, like the cactus. I mean, the little flowers tickling the cactus, even though the cactus doesn't like it, but they don't care. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be the outcome. Oh, you got two tens. You know how I told you that like you laugh a lot? If you chose pile one, I feel like you were probably the one. You're probably the energy where you're like a jokester and you laugh a lot, or at least you're just a joyful person, man. Like you're just great to be along with. Once again, you're coming up as the one with the flower on the head. Oh, you're cute. You're cute. I'm not gonna lie. Especially the picture. I don't know if you remember the picture that came up. It said like "take it easy" or whatever. We're all trying our best. It was cute. Like it. That picture really embodies you. You're cute. Even though on the inside you may feel like a little dumb. I was seeing that, or like a little. You're just lost or something, or you're just inexperienced. Freaking cute. Anyways, my point is that the boss is gonna start liking you. Okay. I think that's why, because you're cute. It's like how can you continue hating that energy that is so adorable? How can I even say anything bad about Power Four? How can I even think any bad judgments about Power Four? I feel bad in the future outcome. They love the way that you interact with. other people around you, whatever, and whatever your job is, if it involves people or like just even if it's like online, like communicating with people, they love your professionalism, they love the way you carry yourself, and it's really cute because you're still coming up as you still look different from the rest. It's more tolerable now. So yeah, that was all I had for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose PAL 5. Put it here. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna get into this real quick. So, I first have to get a synopsis of what kind of person your boss is, what kind of person you are, to see if this boss is seeing you delusionally or realistically, and also maybe for you to have some self reflection about yourself. So, this first section is going to be on how does spirit objectively view your boss, which is over here, and then how spirit objectively views you, and you're over here. You just so happen to get the 10 and 9 of Wands together. The way spirit sees it with the Tower in reverse, they don't like your boss. They don't even like him as like a person. With the picture, okay, by the way, okay, sorry, I got a picture for them. I'm gonna be putting it up on the screen right now. And from it, like you think like, oh my gosh, pobrecita, she's so sad. But I'm getting like, it's disgusting. Like it's disgusting. Like you know how there's like raindrops? I'm just getting it's like slime. Like they're disgusting. Like I don't even want to touch them. I don't even want to mess with them. I think in a way that's how I'm channeling how spirit just like feels about them. Like their energy is very icky. I feel like your boss attracts bad. First off, I'm not even gonna read this for long. Honestly, your boss attracts bad things to them, or have bad things happen to them. It's just gross. Like at least from a spirit's perspective, it's like anything that they create is just disgusting. Like in like whoever or whatever they interact with, it has to be purified and cleansed like thoroughly. I think with that in mind, I think if you often interact with this boss and interact with their energy, I feel like it's impossible to get rid of this disgusting, like, whatever it is about them that, like, leeches onto people. The song that they got was Moth to a Flame featuring The Weeknd by Swedish House Mafia. It's like there's really no escaping their bad energy. I'm not even surprised if they pass on their bad luck to whoever they interact with, honestly. I don't see your boss being like a malicious person or being like manipulative, you know? It's just that it's just disgusting. Like imagine I remember seeing this video where it had like a trigger warning and it was showing a room. So they entered the house was nice, and then it showed the room where a mom who passed away from drug addiction, and she had like a coke tray right next to her on the bed, and the side of the bed where she slept on was sunken in and it was dirty, and everything was just disgusting in there. And like this kind of feels like them. They're living in filth, or even if spirit were to cleanse them, it's like they would need it's cleansing after cleansing after cleansing, because it's just like the slime ends up oozing back on their skin. It's just gross. I feel bad because I feel like I'm just talking bad about them. I'm gonna get out of this energy, okay? I don't even want to read them anymore. This makes me feel gross. Okay. So now I'm going on to how spirit objectively views you. I need a second to get out of this energy. This is disgusting. Is in sync not with spirit. Okay. Spirit is like high vibing beings, or like spirit guides and angels and stuff. You're more in contact with the medium like vibing or the low vibing ones. Like you can easily just like connect with them. So I feel like you just have a natural affinity channel like spirits, or to get in contact with spirits. Like you can just do it like that. I feel like you don't even need meditation. This is just a natural knack that you have. And then on top of that, I'm not surprised if you can hear like random people talking once in a while, or maybe you just have very eccentric dreams. But at this point, like with the way I'm seeing you with the 10, it's like you're just used to it by now. Like this doesn't freak you out anymore. It's more of you like accepting a gift. Or if not that, I'm not surprised if you have like schizophrenia or like like auditory hallucinations. Like your energy is very even kill. So I don't know if you know what that means, but like look it up. I don't know how else to describe it. And the way spirit views you, it's definitely not like how they viewed your boss, but in a way, this is what I kind of noticed. Like the energy between like someone's boss and them, in a way it aligns, even if it aligns in these like few months or few days that you're going to be working with them. Like, so with you, it's not, they don't see you as disgusting at all. It's like the spirit wouldn't really want to contact you, like spirit wouldn't really want to like guide you. Definitely, I don't see your spirit guides having a active role in your life. It's more them like doing, seeing you just do whatever you want. I feel like you're not doing horrible. It's just you just embrace things. Like, how do I say it? It's like whatever happens happens, and I'll just roll with it. You're not really looking to improve your life. Definitely you're not looking to improve your lifestyle. You're just content with where you're at, and I think that that's why spirit doesn't really want to intervene with anything, because like it's like you're content with where you're at. Maybe they've tried in the past to influence you on certain paths, or once in a while they try to open a path for you to possibly endeavor on that could maybe increase your finances, increase your status, or just something where it can open avenues and doors for you, and you're just content with where you're at. So it's like, okay, like I'll just leave them there. That's how they see you. So it's nothing bad. You got the song 3 by Britney Spears. The picture I'm going to be showing is what I got for you. So it says finding who you are and then losing who you are. And then I got the visual of a turnip. So I don't know if that had any spiritual symbolism. I might put that on the screen. Okay, so I was given like a lyric to like a Tyler Creator song. The part where it says losing who you are, I look at that and then the lyric goes like, if I fall and don't come back, and then it goes up to the finding who you are, and then the lyric continues and it says you will never know, and then it keeps on repeating and repeating and repeating. I'm sorry, I forgot what song that was by Tyler the Creator, but I know that after that lyric, he starts playing like beautiful like symphony of like different types of music, and like him just playing with the audio. I don't know. It sounds really beautiful. My point is that I feel like you're stuck at that lyric and you can't even get onto the beautiful like new musical part where it's like expressing the feeling of that lyric or of the whole song. Basically, it's a synopsis and it lasts like a few like 30 to like a minute of it at the end. And I feel like you can't handle that. You can't handle that last part. Okay, so if you're looking at the colors, what happens is that if it were to start playing, all the colors, because I'm getting a visual of, they would all end up blending together and make one green color, and it's like vibrating and vibrating and vibrating and vibrating, and you can't handle that change. So with that in mind, it's, you know how I said spirit was seeing you like you're just content with where you are. You don't want to improve your life or anything about your life. It's spirit sees you as like you're halting your evolution. Like, how long are you gonna live your life only knowing the orange and the blue, the black, a little bit of purple colors? Like, it's okay, go ahead and live your life like that. I think a reason why also the Tyler the Creator came up was because for him, he started off his music as like it was very edgy, it was unorthodox, and it was very like scary. And then he ended up becoming like a musician. If you hear his music now, you'll be like, "What do you mean? It's not even scary." Like, it's just a beautiful symphony. Sorry, a symphony of tunes and random beats, and it's a beautiful choreography of like music. He was able to evolve into that, and I feel like you're like Tyler the Creator back then in the beginning, where he was doing the dark, edgy music, and he was like talking about like murder, and he was talking about like grape, and with the 3 by Britney Spears, I listened to the songs before I do the reading, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say. And I was watching the music video, and it just like the whole time I was thinking she was just trapped, like she was so trapped. because like now she's released from her she recently got released from her conservatorship, so she's like free. And I was like, she was forced to do that. She didn't even want to do that music video. I guarantee you, she didn't even want to do anything. And you can tell she wasn't really that into it. Just being stuck. That's how they see you. So this is how your boss sees you.
Did y'all hear those? I hope, let's just say, let's hope that those never fireworks, because I just don't have time to deal with, oh gosh, that sounds selfish to me, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be saying exactly what they think about you, and just don't be offended, because why would you take a person like this to heart? I was reading these three first. How they see you is like you're just another number to them. They don't care about you. What is up with these bosses? Some of these bosses are fucking weird, man. I'm getting like low vibing people. I feel bad for whoever's on my channel. God. Let's say your father were to pass away, you got into a car accident, you have like food poisoning, so then you call and you're like, you know what, I can't, like I can't go to work for this amount of days because of this and this, and like it's justifiable because something bad happened to you. And then they're like, well, there's a shift opening tomorrow, can you make it? They just don't care, like they just, you're just a number to them. This person doesn't even invest in any emotional relating to you or any other coworker. It's like just get the job done. Like I really don't care about your personal job. I mean your personal problems. Just to sum it all up with those three cards, they just see you as like they just don't care. Like they don't care if you're funny. They don't care if you're rich. They don't give any f's about who you are personally, what happened to you in the past. It's like just I don't even like you. I don't even like anyone. I don't like anyone. I don't care about anyone. I feel like this is projection. So they're saying about you is what they say about everyone else. So whatever, they're so boring or they're too annoying, they're too it's like they really love to just highlight the negative qualities in everybody. They just love to point it out. I'm not surprised that they point out actually verbally because of the King of Swords. But anyways, constant complaining and just like disgusting. No wonder their energy is so disgusting, man, because they love doing this with everybody. They never look at themselves. But the King of Swords, ugh, this is like a low vibing King of Swords. What makes you think a King of Swords, a low vibing King of Swords, is gonna like reflect on himself or herself, whoever your boss is? Wreaking havoc, and then people have to clean up after their mess, but they see it as like underlings pick up after a mess, and then I can like drop water on the floor and I can tell you to go and get on your knees and clean it up, and you're gonna clean it up. This is really disgusting. Keep in mind that I usually channel the extremes in my readings, so just fit it to your situation, how extreme your boss is. But there's a reason why you chose this file. There's like six of them. Like the only person that they don't treat like this are people above them. So people who are of higher status or hold a higher position than them. So like their boss. If they're a business owner, it's like wealthier business owners. And just everyone else, they just look down on them and just like, especially like just physical affection among people who have less, this is disgusting, who have less money than them, have a lower status than them. It makes them want to vomit. I'm not even joking. Like it gets them disgusted. This feels like as disgusted as like, okay, for me personally, y'all, I mainly like guys, okay, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, like I'm bi, but I just gay stuff like guy and guy, like it fucking disgusts me. Like I'm not even trying to be homophobic. Like they can do them, but it's like me seeing if I know a kissing scene is gonna be in the movie, that already is making me like uneasy throughout the whole time watching it because I'm like I'm anticipating that disgusting scene of them kissing. Like, but that's just me. I'm not. I swear I'm not homophobic. I swear I'm fine. You can do you. You can be gay. You can be lesbians. I don't care. But this like the disgust I'm feeling is that. And I think that I'm using that example because, like, for them, I'm not even surprised. No, they are racist. They're homophobic. They're all this stuff. Like, they're just disgusting. The Ace of Cups. I think this is the last thing on my channel is. Don't be surprised if they end up in the future getting caught or getting in trouble for doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing that's like societally immoral. And I was thinking of like lacking like being a pedophile. I wasn't really getting them. It's not them like murdering. It's not them like beating people up. Like this is like, you know how I told you disgusting and gross and slime. This is what this reminds me of. So I'm equating this to like pedophilia, bestiality. I don't. Even, I'm probably gonna have to blur those words out because I don't know if they're allowed on YouTube. Like cannibalism. I don't know. Like just liking weird things. That's what I mean. They like weird things. I feel like they're too much of a coward to enact on these urges, but they just have a weird. They're just yeah, disgusting. It's disgusting. This last one is gonna be on how does your boss think and feel towards you. I don't even know why you even care about this. I don't know why are you making me read this, y'all? Why are y'all working for them? Why? I I was looking at I've seen since I've returned and got not to read anything else before that. And then as soon as I read it, I was hearing the song Best I've Ever Had or Best I Never Had, something like that by Drake. And it keeps on repeating and repeating and repeating. And then over here, I know it says stop trying so hard to be Katy Perry, but I only got Katy Perry. And with this card, it's so this is so okay. So how do they feel towards you or think about you? They think that you're very physically good looking. I was gonna say hot. This boss probably checks you out a lot all the time. But this is a very, especially since it's only showing the last portion of like the sentences. It's like you can talk and talk and talk to them, and they don't care. They're not listening. That's my point. They don't care. They'll probably forget that you ever said that. They'll it's just one ear throughout the other. That through the other. That's what I mean. You can criticize them, you can compliment them, like they don't care. It's just that you're really hot. So it's like a basic instinct of just wanting to stare at you. But then over here with the J of Hearts, it's like you're the one that's punching them. But they're just like okay, and like it's like they brush it off and they just like walk away or something, or they don't retaliate against you. They don't show you any type of initiative really to take you seriously. It's like they're just like the saying like they're just a sack of potatoes. Like they're like oh okay. So then over here is what they show you physically, but then this is what they have like on the inside. I think that this is what they're thinking. And so odd because they think that you're hot, but especially if you like criticize them, if you retaliate, then they'll walk away and they'll just be like, whatever, she's fat anyway, whatever, she's ugly hair, or like whatever her hair's frizzy today, or she has big feet, or like it's disgusting. Like you're just like their thoughts inside themselves. This person just has weird thoughts. They're weird. They're weird. Like I'm getting like weird offhanded comments. I'm just saying one. Let's say you being like, "What haven't you done any work like this whole day? All of our coworkers have been working," and then you're like, oh, "Okay, I'm sorry," and then they end up walking away, and then they end up thinking like, "I hope that they get great soon," if you know what I mean. It's like like sowing this very controversial thoughts is what I was saying. Anyways, y'all, so I'm gonna do two different outcomes with your boss. Okay, I don't even want to freeze, honestly. What are oh I just got deja vu. So what's card one for the outcome? I'm getting just to do one outcome, guys. That's weird. Okay. You are gonna gain like more hatred towards them, but this is like to the point. You know how they have thoughts in their head, like disgusting thoughts, like about criticizing your body and stuff, or criticizing not even who you are. It's your body. Whenever you're not compliant with them, you end up embodying and exhibiting that same type of energy that they have. So you know how I told you that whoever they interact with, like, has this disgusting, slimy energy. Like it just can't be helped to get transmitted to you. Because I feel like you're gonna start. It's probably even after this reading, honestly. Like you're just gonna wish, like, oh, like I just wish like those glasses would drop on top of his head, or I just wish that they like one day like the FBI could like raid our wherever we're working at and they could just get taken away, or just you end up embodying the same similar sorry not the same similar disgusting energy that your boss has, and you having just negative or even intrusive thoughts could even start emerging once you start embodying this negativity towards your boss. I guess just to end this off with a picture, I'm gonna put up this picture again, guys. And you see that cycle there? When I was looking at the losing who you are, I got to say vicious cycle, but I didn't say it because I thought that that was like my mind automatically attributing losing to like vicious. You can never improve by working this job because there's this disgusting energy leading all of you. No one in that job will ever be able to improve in their life, in their livelihoods, in their lifestyles, because they have this disgusting energy telling them what to do and running their lives. Not their lives, but like their job life. Like that takes up a large part of our livelihoods. Do you want to continue being in these same colors? Is this really worth it, y'all? Like, I just urge you to find the motivation to try new things. So I feel like you probably don't even try out new hobbies, you don't buy new products. You're not even looking to move out anytime soon, like to like a different place. You're just content, a life that spirit sees that you can attain more from, that you're not trying to go down that path. So for all I know, hey, maybe you should listen to like a lot of Tyler the Creator songs and like how he was able to evolve. Maybe that'll help you because like musically, I'm not even surprised if like he's like saved people's lives or like touched people. Because it's just like seeing his creative evolution in his music. Honestly, it's really beautiful. Like it's really touching. It feels like I got to see his growth, like not as physically as a person, but like his spiritual growth. You can definitely see that through his music. And maybe you need to see that to maybe spark up some spiritual evolution in your life. Okay, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and good luck to you guys. Bye. Hello to those who chose pile 6, the last pile. So I'm going to get into how does your boss think or feel towards you, but first I needed to get the energies of how spirit objectively views your boss, which is going to be on the left side, and you, which is you're going to be on the right side. However, for this pile, I don't know why, but spirit told me not to pull out any cards for this section. I don't know what that's about, but look, I got pictures for you guys, so I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Sorry, I was cut off. I was interrupted. So up on the screen on the left is gonna be the picture I got for your boss. On the right is gonna be the picture I got of you. And the songs that your boss got was Lizzie Borden by Lizzo. And you got Hair Up by Justin Gwynn from G's. And honestly, when I looked at these both songs, I just cringed. Like, don't tell me how I found them. I don't know how. I just looked up random stuff. Honestly, that Spirit told me to, but I don't know. Maybe you two are cringy, or maybe the relationship you guys have is cringy. That other people see it. So I'm not even surprised because look, you both have beautiful, colorful, pink. I'm just thinking of love and like maybe coworkers find you guys cringy. Maybe you guys have a work relationship that is past the professional. Anyways, I'll just get into you first, actually. The word that's shouting to me is like naive, but I don't think that's a good thing to just focus on because there's other qualities to you where it's just like you're just adorable. Imagine you seeing like little kids playing around and all little kids are just cute. It's kind of like that. Like you're just a cute little kid and you're just playing around with life like that. That's the way that they see it. So in turn, I just really got the word to get into my head like naive. This picture clearly, I'm asking about a work thing for you in general. And in terms of this reading, I'm just saying it's showing this where it talks about a crush and to confess your feelings. I think you have like a propensity to over fantasize and just to over infatuate because infatuate's already bad, but I feel like yours is over. Like for you, it's just you're adorable because it's like you overindulge too much in the positive emotions. Love, that's being happy, that's being giving, that's being caring. Like you just love to embody that and you just love to show that to others. You're a very giving person. I just think that you're very adorable. It's just this is about a work situation and I'm seeing this pop. I don't know. I'm not surprised if I don't think you've had people yet who have taken advantage of you. That's all I'm saying. Because this looks like you grew up in an environment where you felt safe and you were able to, maturely grow into an adult with these kinds of, with this kind of mentality, with this kind of personality. I think it really is beautiful because it just shows like there can still be innocence in adults, and I feel like you definitely embody that. Now, keep in mind that I feel like Spirit's kind of getting annoyed, or not annoyed. They're telling me, like, tell it how it is, be honest. And the honest truth that they want me to really emphasize is that you're too naive, you don't have a lot of experience, and you're definitely free loving. I just feel like, what's the point of putting down someone like that? Because I don't know someone like that in my life, and I would just love to meet someone like you, like who's really pure, who hasn't been through a lot of difficulties, because you must have such a great outlook in life that I would wish to achieve, or I feel like anyone would wish to achieve. So that's why I'd rather build you up than to put you down, because Spirit kind of wants, in my eyes, I feel like Spirit wants me to put you down. Okay, next one is your boss, and I'm going to be looking at the song Lizzie Borden also. Oh my gosh, guys. So, Spirit sees that I think that your boss has like a crush on you. I don't know how I feel about doing this kind of reading. Just please be careful, okay? Just yeah, they like you. They have a crush on you. I'm not surprised if this person's committing like adultery, which is, I believe that's whenever you're cheating on your spouse. Because in a way, the way the spirit sees it, it's like you're already cheating on your spouse. You're cheating with whoever you're with because they have all these feelings and about you. And the way that spirit sees it is whoever they're in a relationship, guys. They're in a relationship. Whoever they're in a relationship, it's like they're like sucking the energy out of them. They're draining like their life force. This is like selfish and they're doing it because they're not satisfied in the connection that they have with them. Then they're looking at you and they just feel like you're full of life, you're full of joy and beauty. I'm just letting you know that I'm not surprised if this is a pattern of behavior with them, okay? So let's say if you did end up going with them, you did end up hooking up with them or something, having a relationship, just don't be surprised if this ends up happening to you where they end up sucking the life force out of you because this is it's so odd. Like they're coming up as the blonde person and like their spouse is like on the floor. The boss to everyone else, like they look beautiful, they look vibrant, they look stunning, like all this stuff. Like they look great, they seem like a great person, and they can only keep this up because of their codependency on relationships or like definitely it's more of on people. They're like an energy vampire, okay? I'm just letting you know they're an energy vampire. Like they suck the life force out of people. They copy the aspects in other people that they like. No, it's just like a mimicker, like a have you ever seen the card? I forgot which card it is in the tarot deck, but it's them having like a two-faced. Oh, seven of swords, yeah. This is like a seven of swords on the inside, but on the outside, everyone views them. And with the Lizzie Borden, it's like this person takes charge of their own life. Why would they stop this now? Like I've done this all this time. Like why would I stop this? Because I was getting, how there's like there's systemic problems among like the cop foundation, the cop stuff in America. Let's be real. It's gonna be so hard making a difference. Like that's what I was relating it to with your person because your person is like they seem like an authoritative figure to people in general, and that's the same thing with like the cops. They're an authority figure, but there's problems with them that need addressing and they're not about to fix it. And the same thing with the person. Okay, guys, so the second section is going to be how does your boss see you? So that's like really funny. Like it's all swords and it's cups over here. Wow. Wow, wow. Okay, I get it now. So the swords is your boss, the cups is you. I'm gonna start off with you, so that way this can make sense about your boss. So, okay, so cute little creatures. So the blue one's you, and you're like you're trying to like impose your will, and it's like this little dinosaur like can easily just eat you up, like kick you, just beat the I don't want to say the word the shit out of you. They could abuse you, they could just use you, but it's like, oh, but you're just so adorable. Like you're so like I feel like you're doing something where you're imposing your will and it's frustrating them. This is how they see you. So ironic. So I was like, wow, like because I was the interpretation, the six of the pile six was this person who was trying to offer some type of object, not even a cup, to the girl, but then the girl is supposed to be the boss. And this makes sense with like the aging hair. So like the boss is just like kind of frustrated, like I don't even want it, but like it's like kind of tempting offer. They don't want to take your offer because it's not serious to them. Like they don't take you really seriously. Your offer, they don't even know what your intentions are. That's also definitely why. Like they don't know. Like why are you giving me such a casual fling offer? Like let's say like you want to start. Like how long do you want this to go? That's my point. Do you just want to use this against me? Do you know someone? It's just this is stressing them out. How they see it's funny. It's supposed to be how they see you, but it's like all about them. Anyways, with the sword, with the swords cards, the final judgment and the final judgment that will always happen is that they will keep to themselves. They have control over their desires in general, not just about you, but about anything. They are a mastermind. They take charge of their life. They're not submissive to anybody. This in general is kind of like hitting at their ego because it's making them feel submissive because they can't, for some reason, they just don't want to hurt you. So that in itself is like, I'm technically being submissive to Pal 6. So that in turn is just making, like, it's like rallying up their ego. They don't like that you're hitting on them, but you know how I was saying in the beginning that they like you. I'm not surprised if they stare at you, but like you don't even realize it, or they just find you attractive. They can't help but stare at you. So it's like a temptation, but I don't think they're so strong willed. I don't even think they'll ever fall for their temptation, because you're also both showing up as the kings. So that to me shows that they have respect for you. Okay, they don't just want to like ruin your reputation. They don't want you to ruin their reputation. So this is going to be on how does your boss feel towards you. You're an attractive person, and this boss found it's so different from how they see you. That's funny. So the boss like fantasizes about you. So I guess how they see you, they want to feel in control, but at the end of the day, their feelings are like, definitely what they think about you is they fantasize what it's like to, be in an intimate situation with you. You're so innocent. It's like I wonder what like all the things I can do to you. Well, they don't say that, but they just think it. All the things that they can do to you. Yeah, this person is seem kind of kinky. They seem like they're into like workplace stuff. So like calling you in the office, like they would love like locking the door, and then performing the act on you, or you performing an act on them, and knowing that like other people are like walking by the door, like the office is busy, or if someone were to knock and were to ask them like, oh well, I need to talk to you because of this and this, like that would turn them on, that they would have to say no, right now I'm busy, just go away. Okay, and you know how I told you that they weren't satisfied in their relationship in the beginning with the five of pentacles. Okay, these are in reverse, and I think that that should show what they're feeling internally, and then over here is what they're showing externally. So with the Five of Pentacles, they're lonely, guys. Like it's literally what that picture is showing. They're lonely, and I think that they work a lot. They work so much hours that it's like at this point, like their workplace is their home, and they're just so like emotionally deprived. They love the setting of the office place or the work that makes them feel at home. So whenever they go to their actual home, like it makes them feel it's foreign to them. It doesn't feel comfortable. They don't like being surrounded by that work. I mean, by that type of space. They like to be surrounded by the workspace. That's probably why their relationship is failing, because they don't like to be home at all. This is the most vulnerable part of them. Like this is them like crying out for help, and no one's around to hear. So I'm not surprised if they have like an office to themselves. And I think that like I'm sure you don't want to hear this, but something to help like jumpstart their relationship would definite if their spouse or partner were to start visiting them at work, oh my gosh, that would turn this five pentacles upside down. Like I mean right side up. They would immediately just open up their emotions to them. But they feel like since their work is home to them, their spouse, their partner should put the effort in going to their home and visiting their home and having fun with them at their home. And then they would be emotionally available to their partner. Then they would this and this, but they don't make this known. They just keep it to themselves. And because of this, because they're able to ruminate in their emotions, it leads to the King of Wands, where not they only, they end up fantasizing about things. So you're probably not the only thing that they fantasize about. They probably fantasize about having like a better life, or just like having kids, or just having fun. I don't know. Like this is just them being all trapped in their head. But overall, even when I start interpreting this over here with the oh no, not now your goth face again, they're thinking that their feelings towards you, their thoughts towards you are just gonna pass. Like it's just another phase in their life. I'm not surprised if this has happened to them before with some other coworker, and then I mean some other worker of theirs, and they just ended up just getting over it. So I think that's why they're taking it like this, because this person seems to have experience. So why would they think, oh no, like not this again? And especially with this card, I'm getting like a cognitive dissonance where in their mind, so it's like, man, all they're just a mess in their mind. It's just like one thing is that they're just emotionally deprived and they kind of ruminate about that. Then over here, they go into their fantasies, not just about you, but about in general, like how they can improve their lives. And then over here with the tattooed on the lower back thingy, it's them themselves acknowledging a cognitive dissonance, as in like their life doesn't match up with their imagination and the life that they envision to have. So they just have an overall dissatisfaction with life, and they kind of take this out on just their fantasies too. So yeah, I'm just like with this, it was just adding on to over here with the King of Wands interpretation, like sending nudes to one another while you guys are working, or but I don't see them fantasizing about any other girls. Honestly, it's just about you because you're just your energy is just really pure. Like stuff on Zoom, they would love for you to, let's say you were supposed to have a one-on-one Zoom meeting with them, and you think that the camera's off, so you accidentally end up like stripping down. Like they would just like that would turn them on so bad. But this is all backwards, so they just keep this to themselves. They would never let you know about this. So now I'm going to do two different outcomes on what's going to happen with your boss and you, y'all's relationship, connection, whatever. So, what's going to be for card one? What's going to be the outcome? So, card one. Well, for those who chose the Knave of Swords for card one, I'm just saying that there's going to be an affair that happens. With the Knave of Swords, I don't know how permanent it is. I don't even think you want it to be permanent because with the Knave of Swords, that's you embodying it. You just want to do something really quick that will impact your boss and then like leave and just like that won't ever happen again until they try to initiate something. So that might be your strategy there. I'm getting it's like a trump card, like you only play it once and yeah, like you don't ever play that card ever again. With this in mind, I was getting like a physical activity. So you would invite them to yoga, you would invite them to like a sports game or to watch like your game. With the Knights of Swords, it's like you tactfully taking advantage of an opportunity. So, but like you're creating it. So like you just hear them talk about how they're going to be born on Saturday because they have nothing to do, and then you're like, hey, you know what? I heard they're going to be born on Saturday. Honestly, I am too. Like all I'm going to be doing is working out. So do you want to work out with me? It's like you're going to do something like that, and they're going to take it. So my point, they're going to fall for the bait, and I think that an affair is going to come out of this, or just like a real quick fling, or just like a hot tension of flirting, like touching each other or maybe like massaging. I don't know, just something where you guys are touching each other like a lot and you're never going to do this again with them until they initiate something. All right, guys. So I was getting over here. Okay. This is card two. And I was getting that this was following it and it wasn't supposed to follow. Like this card's not supposed to be here. And I don't know where to place it. So I'll just place it here. Okay. Y'all, this is messy. This is messy. So with the Five of Swords, okay, I was getting that this is like the baby mama, whoever is in the relationship with the boss, and then the Six of Wands is you. So the Five of Swords is holding the sword, the same sword that the King of Swords had. I think this is a warning for you, okay? This is a warning. This whoever they're in a relationship with is they don't see you yet. They don't know who you are. But if you continue putting yourself on the radar, let's say, like on their partner's radar, which is your boss, so you keep on trying to get at them, whatever, they're gonna eventually like come up here where they see you, but they're holding that sword. And honestly, you just don't seem equipped at all to deal with whoever this is. So my advice is that this may not be in the near future that they're gonna confront you, but dude, this is not someone that you mess with. This is not. You don't mess with whoever they have, with whoever they are loyal to, because they're gonna chop their heads off. Like on social, like they'll put you on blast on social media. They'll blast you physically. Like they'll like boom, boom, like they'll beat you up. This person doesn't care if they're trashy. They will, they will mess up your life. They will F you up. They will F up your reputation. You know how whenever someone's like in a toxic relationship and they end up doing like toxic things, I don't see this person being a victim of a toxic relationship. I think that's more of just like a dying relationship, or it isn't being fixed yet. So I don't know if you remember the picture that I was showing for the boss, but like they have like similar hair to the girl. So I'm not even surprised if this is like a African American woman, or if this is just someone with like textured hair, like just because I'm seeing you with like a soft like feathery texture, and they have a different texture here. But anyways, they don't care. Like they will do this for even like if their friends got jumped, they're going to jump the whoever jumped that friend. Like they, it's just someone who brings about justice. They don't wait for justice. That's my point. Especially with the Five of Swords, you're just not. You're gonna get beat down. You're not gonna be able to defend yourself. No matter how much you try to pray to God, no matter how much you try to hex this, like you're not powerful enough to do whatever you want to avoid. No, you can avoid this by stop trying to get at their boss. So either way, please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye.